Oh my gosh. So you've been to Indonesia before?
Yeah, I've been to Indonesia a good handful of times, maybe 4 or 5 times now. And
Let me
every time I listen to that song, it just takes me back, and I'm like, I'm on a beach and I'm in Gili.
Prambors Radio, Indonesia number one hit music station. Kaula muda ada Beryl di sini masih di Prambors Music Invasion. And now I'm with Elliot James Ray. Hi Elliot.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really good. How are you, man?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad.
Okay, you know, um, first thing first, I want to say welcome to Prambors.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for hanging out with us. And actually, I've been 5 years working on this radio station, and for the past a week, 2 weeks, your song has been played repeatedly on our radio, and it's really amazing. It's really wonderful.
Thank you. That's really cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I've been listening to your song when I airing, I being an announcer, especially on midnight from 8 to 12. Listening,
Wow, that's cool.
listening to your song when it's been rainy for the past weeks. Listening to your song with rainy outside, it's really heartwarming actually.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
All right. For me and all of the listeners, you're kind of a bridge between the two eras. You know that, and how
Yeah.
does how does it feel to bring such a vintage influence to a modern audience?
I mean, it's exciting to see people, connect with it so well because, I've been listening to this music for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Um, and the fact that other people also like this music, I always thought that I was an outcast and I was quite different. And now I kind of feel like I've got my own friend group of people that all listen to my music, which is really fun.
Oh my God, that's great. And okay, we've been listening to your song. I think they call this love really wonderful. And can you tell us the story behind that song? What inspired you to write it, actually?
So it's actually about the first time that I fell in love.
Okay.
And I just remember wondering what the feeling was and why I felt this way about a certain someone. And it just hit me, and I was like, oh, this is what love is. And
Mm.
people can experience love in many different ways, and they can experience this song in many different ways. But for
Yeah.
me, it was definitely about, I was just thinking about her all the time, and I had to put that down into song. So most of the lyrics that you hear are like direct lyrics. They're very true, and they're straight from the heart, which is why the song is so nice.
That's really sweet. Is it your first time?
Yeah, this is my first single.
All right. I mean, when you feel like the falling in love feeling,
Oh, is
it's
it my first time? Oh yeah, this is the first time, and hopefully the last.
first love is, it's everything. First love. We
Of
cannot
course,
forget that.
definitely.
Okay. What does the phrase "I think they call this love" mean to you personally?
It just takes me back to the moment that I remember
Yeah.
feeling like that,
Yeah.
and wanting to get those words out. I feel
Yeah.
like for some people, this song speaks for them when they want to tell their significant other that they love them. And for me, I just feel like I had to put it down onto a song and get this out to the world to scream it from the
Yeah.
rooftops.
I'm also saw that you also made kind of video using your song on TikTok, like you holding the flower bucket. You remember that?
Yeah,
Is that exactly what you feel back then?
yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we did back then. It was
Yeah.
exactly how my romance started.
Yeah.
And because of COVID, it was during the time of COVID.
Yeah.
So we couldn't really see each other. So a lot of
Yeah.
it was distant kind of love, which is why those videos are quite interesting to see. I think we all have stories from COVID, from when we when we
Yeah.
couldn't see each other, and we drop flowers off on the doorstep and then run away. It was an interesting time.
Exactly. And okay, I wanna ask about the lyrics. How do you approach songwriting when dealing with deep or vulnerable topics?
I'm actually quite an honest person and quite open.
Right.
My feelings are never really quite shut off. Um, I don't feel like I keep everything bottled up. So it's easy, especially for things like this, because it's a happy moment and it's a happy thing to get down into song. Um, I know some people do find it difficult, but I personally just find it really easy to get these kinds of things into a song and get all the deep, meaningful messages out there.
Other than personal experiences, is it more kind of other thing, maybe a reflection based on universal themes of loves or any other like any other experience, maybe your friend's experience, you put it into the lyrics or kind of what?
I think it's a mixture of everything.
Right.
I really wanted a song that was so personal to me, but then also spoke to everyone else because my experience of love maybe isn't the same as everyone else's.
Sure.
So you can really take this song and relate it to a lot of other things. You can relate it to anything or anyone that you love. It's just really about that moment where you sit back and think, oh wait, I love this or I love this person. That's the kind of message.
All right, that's really great. Okay, I'm talking about the other musician. Who are the musicians that have influenced you in making music?
My number one musician that I look up to is definitely Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Um, I think that he pioneered the 50s and 60s so well, and he carried it into a world where it still stands today, which is that to me is why I love this music so much. It's just great music. It has such a great feel, and it's the reason why I wanted to put out a song like this so badly.
Elvis is a legend, and and you're only 22. Is it correct? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you know that? How did you know about Elvis Presley? I mean, from your parents or friends or kind of like that?
Yeah, I mean, my mum told me that I've been listening to Elvis since I was in the womb. So I've been, listening to it the day I was created. I was literally, listening to Elvis, and it runs into my blood this sound because my parents drove it into me from day one, really. And yeah, I think there's something that resonates with me in the way that it's sung as well. My voice feels the best when I'm singing this kind of music, which is definitely one of the reasons why I like to sing it more.
Other than Elvis Presley, pop music is really on the rise right now. Is there any pop musician on your wish list to collaborate with?
Um, I definitely like what Post Malone is doing at the minute. I like the direction that he's going in with the country sound. I think he's keeping it more authentic and, there's in my head there is, the old school country sound, and I think that he's got a lot of those influences in his music today. So I
That
would definitely say that, if I could do a collaboration with him, it would be probably a really good song.
I would love to hear that. Which one? Which one? You love Post Malone? Which one of the song that you like?
My favorite is I Had Some Help. And I remember hearing that song actually. The first time I listened to that song, I was in Gili Trawangan.
Gili
Um,
Trawangan. Oh my God. Okay.
I was actually in Gili Trawangan at my favorite bar. I've got friends out in Gili. And
Okay.
I just remember hearing that on the beach and thinking, this song is really good. And I've listened to it ever since.
Oh my gosh. So you've been to Indonesia before?
Yeah, I've been to Indonesia a good handful of times, maybe 4 or 5 times now. And
Let
every time I listen to that song, it just takes me back, and I'm like, I'm on a beach and I'm in Gili.
Man, that's so great. I hope to see you. Maybe you go to Bali after you go to Gili. You been to Bali before?
Yeah, yeah. So we actually, I started in Bali and then went to Gili from Bali,
Wow.
and I've done a little bit of Lombok as well, which was nice. I've spent a lot of time in Bali, which I think is a great place. It's one of the only places in the world where you can go and just not care about anything.
Exactly. I can say that you really love beaches, right?
Yeah.
Have beautiful beaches in Bali. Okay, maybe the last question. Can you tell us if there are any upcoming song or album projects? Maybe like a tour, Asia tour. Maybe you go to Indonesia.
So I have another single coming out, and it comes out in 2 weeks. And it's
Yeah.
called Boy in Love. It's a little bit more upbeat, and it's definitely more of a Roy Orbison 60s kind of a feel. which
Yeah.
is a lot of fun. And next year we're gonna start doing some shows and hopefully get out to Indonesia. We'll see how quickly I can make that happen. I really want that to happen very soon. Um, and then my album comes out, which is really exciting.
All right. I hope that you gotta go to Indonesia next year and any tours, any new album next year. I hope that you and your crew and your family having a great adventure ahead. Thank you so much for hanging
Thank
out.
you. Thank you.